Okay, let's talk about the English 102 Research Argument Project. So this is your semester-long project, and every assignment, each and every assignment, literally every assignment we do, has to do with this research argument project. So everything that we do from beginning to end will build on each other to culminate in around a 3,000 word project that implements 10 to 15 academic sources, and it will be due at the end of the semester. That doesn't mean that the only assignment you have is due at the end of the semester. That's definitely not it. But as we go forward through this semester, you'll brainstorm ideas, you'll form a research question, you'll write a topic proposal, you'll write a literature review, and ultimately you'll write a research argument. So all of that rolls together. So in terms of your topic, you will develop your own research question, but there are some things that you need to meet. So first of all, it needs to be grounded in the theme of the course, which is social injustice. So remember in Module 1, we talked about what is social justice and kind of what makes social injustice happen, things like that. It needs to be nuanced, which means it needs to be narrow and focused, and it needs to be evidence-based. So maybe you're choosing to solve a problem, maybe you're just arguing to inform or arguing cause and effect, whatever your choice, but you need to seek a stance on your topic. It has to be debatable, and you have to have a definitive stance. It needs to be argumentative, so this is the debatable part. You're not just reporting or giving information, you're presenting an original argument. What do I mean by an original argument? I mean that something that isn't already argued. You want to have a fresh take on this topic. So, for example, if you're writing about global climate change, you're not going to want to talk about how plastic pollution is harming the ocean. We know that already. That's pretty settled. But if you come up with a solution to use plastics in such a way that recycles them out of the ocean, that's cool. So something that's not well discussed or already talked to death. It also has to be your own work. You want to make sure that you are doing your own research, you have your own question, you're writing your own thoughts. That's really important. And it has to be a topic that's weighty enough that you'll use those 3,000 words. So, this last bullet point also mentions multimedia equivalent. So that means that if you don't feel like writing an essay, you can do something else. It has to be a pretty weighty assignment. This is big. 3,000 words in an essay is a pretty substantial assignment. But if you'd like to do something like a short documentary, a series of podcast episodes, a website, there are all sorts of things that you can do that are not an essay. I'll leave that up to you. So then there are some check stop assignments that are associated with the research project. A check stop assignment, that means that you must finish that before you can move on. So you have to do number 1, your topic, your research proposal, before you can go to number 2, your literature review, before you can move on to number 3, your rough draft, before you can move on to the 4th and final actual research project. So please make sure that you're taking your time to do those assignments. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense that without a topic, a proposed and approved topic, you really can't start your research. Without your research, you can't write a draft. Without a draft, you don't have anything to turn into the actual final project. So those things are in order. They have to be turned in order. All right, so that's an overview of the research project. So all of these parts, from finding your research question to turning in your topic proposal to doing your research, all of it is going to be around this single question that you have come up with that gets at something which is the theme of our course in social injustice. Other than that, the topic is up to you, but remember that it's something you'll be working with the entire semester. If you have questions, let me know. See you soon.